Alright, so there was an announcement earlier this morning about a video game movie coming out based on Ratchet and Clank. Now, if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much a beat 'em up. I believe pretty much like a beat 'em up game. It's the same game as Jack and Daxter. It's a pretty fun gaming series back in like 2002 by Insomniac Games, and so they're making a movie out of it. I played pretty much all the games except for the next gen releases. Like the games on PlayStation 3, I have not played. Um, the only games I played was the original Of Your Arsenal, and I believe a couple more. I really don't know uh, the other names of the titles. I'm not really that familiar with all the games, but I remember playing them as a kid. So it's really interesting to see that they're actually making a movie out of it. But the good thing is that it's not a bad idea, because A, it's not going to be live action, which would have been terrible, and B, they're pretty much doing what they should do. Have the developer behind the games be involved. So they got one of the main writers from one of the guys from Insomniac Games. He's going to be the main writer, and the original voice actors from that game, David Kay, James Arnold Taylor, and Jim Ward are going to be voicing the main characters. Ratchet, Clank, and I believe the superhero's name is, let me see, his name is Quark. So it should be interesting to see that they got the original voice cast back. They got one of the writers one of the main guys from Insomniac Games, like I said, to write the movie, and it's animated. So it should be a point in the right direction to what they wanted to do before with the Spiral movie back, I believe, in 2007, where they had Elijah Wood record lines for Spiral, and then the movie never fell through, it fell apart, and then it got canceled. So I think if they do this animation route with video games, movie-based video games, are pretty much doing a correct service by having the original cast and developers working on the movie, instead of having, a bad director doing a movie on a video game that doesn't do justice at all. Looking at you, Resident Evil, they've had so many bad movies and it's still going on. It's just horrible. But it's good to know that there is some actual people that really want to do a video game movie justice by having the correct people and the correct talent behind it to do this. So I advise you to play the Ratchet and Clank games if you haven't already. Pretty good series out there. You can pretty much find it for cheap at GameStop. A lot of the games for cheap. Or you can do the correct thing and just go to your PSN account and download the games through that. There is an HD re-release along with Jack and Daxter. There's an HD re-release for those games, those series, that's already out now. So be sure to do that. And speaking of games with the PlayStation 4 coming out, I'm pretty sure in the future we'll have a couple of cloud service. They do have the cloud services, but they probably have a lot of services to download old games. So be on the lookout for that. But the movie is set to release in 2015. There is no actual release date yet. There is a director attached to it. I don't know who it is, but let me see. The director is let's see. They have the chairman focusing on the main plot of the first game. So, but I don't know who the director is. I'm just looking at this article on Variety right now, and yeah. But anyway, all I know so far is that Sony Entertainment, Computer Entertainment, is involved with this project. The movie is going to be focusing probably on the first game, like I said, probably facing the plot first game, and should be interesting to see how this pans out. Hopefully, it does justice. I'll be watching it. I'm a fan. I'm not a hardcore fan to know the main plot of the other games and the titles and all that, but I played a couple of the games as a kid, so it justifies that. I'm excited to see this, and hopefully video game movies do capture that and actually have like talent behind the film from the games and things like that to actually perpetrate, like really like lift up a good spirit, to actually have a successful film and not a crap fest like Resident Evil or Max Payne or the failed Prince of Persia movie. So hopefully this goes in the right direction. That's it. So be sure to look up the article on comicbookmovie.com and Variety. They've covered the director, I believe, and everything else. But we should be getting an actual release date soon. All I know is that it comes out in 2015. So, are you a fan of the gaming franchise? Are you looking forward to this movie? That's pretty much it. So leave your thoughts below, and talk to you later. Peace.